Okay, this is the one scene I know very little about, but I know people.
Okay.
It's not about acting. It's about, once I said, like before I said, the depth of your humanity and how far you're willing to go. There is no acting. There's only life. So just take it.
Okay.
So you got to realize, when I say there is no acting, the script's been written, the words are there, the author's been paid. Just give us choices.
Okay. Paul. Paul.
Huh?
I know you've been out.
What?
You've been out of your room.
No, I haven't.
Paul.
Be mindful of the camera.
Paul. My little ceramic penguin in the study always faces due south.
I don't know what you're talking about. Ceramic.
Fabulous.
penguin.
She's a, in a way, she's a killer, right? Okay. Have you ever met a serial killer?
Besides you now.
No. No, I've only played them. But, you know, I've played serial killers. I teach people how to play serial killers. Here, put the knife away.
Okay.
But anyway, in my building in Manhattan, anybody remember the Cannibal Cop? It was a big serial about the Cannibal Cop. It was big in the news. Christopher Ashe. He lived 2 floors above me. He's 6'8". His family is, oh God, we're filming this. Let's just say the entitled. And he was 6'8", and he had trouble with, let's just say kids. And now what happens is he hooked up to this website that wanted to kill people and women. And he was 6'8", and he was the one that, not the leader, but he was the one that they kept in prison because he was the most dangerous. And when I would take my dog for a walk, you know, now this is Manhattan. If anybody knows Manhattan, it's different than this area. In this area, they're so politically correct. You know, in Manhattan, you know, someone could run down the block naked, be like, "Hey, how you doing?" It's normal. It's New York. It's Manhattan. But you know, I'd walk the dog and go to the deli down the block, and Christopher would go like, "Hi, John. How are you? Ruby looks beautiful today. Can I pet him?" He can't bend down to pet Ruby because he has sciatica. So he'd pet my head. Thank you for letting me pet Ruby, John. So there was like this disassociation. There's no real, I'm sure you admire him, but I want you to kind of not really connect with him.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Just try something different.
Okay.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
Paul. 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 I know you've been out.
What?
You've been out of your room.
No, I haven't.
Mm-hmm. My ceramic penguin always faces due south.
I don't know what you're talking about. Ceramic penguin.
Oh, is this what you're looking for? Yep. You've been out of your room twice now, Paul. At first, I couldn't figure out how you got out.
All right, now you've connected him to getting out, and is this what you're looking for? Now, you have a child. I know you're too young, but you have a child, right? Now, what's your child's name?
Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
When you caught Paul doing something, you reprimanded him. When you speak to an adult, like a child, It's called emotional assassination.
Okay.
Paul, let me tell you something, Paul.
Okay.
You speak to him like he's a child.
Okay.
Women do that.
Yes, we do, John.
You do that to me.
First, I couldn't figure out how you got out. But then I found your key. Bad boy. Ah,
I'm going to give you something else. You know, do you know what playing the opposite means? We've all seen the script, right? And if there's 50 people going in there ahead of you and behind you, a casting director is going to know, and there are some times when an actor is auditioning, and I know the lines because it's my play or my movie or whatever the case may be, I'm actually saying the words along with him. If I can say the words along with him in the temperament, in the way I wrote it, I already know I don't like the person. But he's playing the script the way it was written. Playing it exactly the way, but when you play the opposite, I don't know where he's coming from. You know, in a way, if I could see the acting and I know where it's going, I already know I don't like it. Does that make sense? There's a way a script is written.
okay.
You know, let's take this for example.
Okay.
Take the summer wind. The summer wind kept coming in from across the bay. Frank Sinatra. But what made Frank Sinatra so great was his, not the way he sang, he was pretty horrible, but his phraseology.
Right.
The summer wind kept coming in from across the bay. So change your phraseology.
Okay.
Don't stop or pause at the commas, stop at the periods, question the question marks.
Okay.
Create your own phraseology. Hello, Paul. Just like Christopher. Hello, John. Can I pick your nose? You know, you play with it.
Okay.
It may not be what they want to see. The problem I have is script analysis. Everybody said script. They all go in there and study script analysis. They all know the way it's supposed to be done. I want to see an actor that can play with it. He plays the opposite. It may not be what I wanted, but your job as an actor is to be remembered. When you're going in a room and there's 50, 60, 70, 100 people who are all doing the same damn thing, you're going to not be remembered. You think you're the only one, you know. I see these actors that come in there and then they put on Facebook, I aced the audition. It was my play that they auditioned for. I'm like, no, you didn't. I didn't say that. I just pressed like. But be different.
Okay.
Walk in there and say, how is this person going to do it, and how am I going to do differently?
So the complete opposite of how I practiced it. Just completely different. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay.
You could do it, Marla.
Yeah, I can do it.
You know, you've been on House of Cards. You've had big roles on House of Cards. You've seen the way, who's the people on House of Cards? Robin Wright and Spacey. He's a brilliant actor despite what happened. Me too. Anyway, despite what happened, you see the choices they make. They make powerful, powerful choices. You know, I want you to make those powerful, powerful choices.
Okay. Pick up where we left off.
Where we leave off.
Well, you don't know because I didn't get there yet.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let's hit it. Okay. Wherever you want to go, I guess.
I know I left my scrapbook out last night and I shouldn't have done that because, you must think I am so weird. But it's all going to be okay, Paul. Last night, it came to me so clear
And wait, what's your name?
Brendan.
Brandon. Don't let the emotion dictate the dialogue. Let the dialogue dictate the emotion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, Paul, it's all okay. Last night it all came to me so clear. I realized you just need more time. Eventually, you'll come to accept the idea of being here. Paul, do you know about the early days of the Kimberly Diamond Mines?
Did you have a rag doll when you were young?
Yes.
How did you treat that rag doll? It was a piece of, exactly.
Right. Oh, you think I should be like that?
Let Paul be a human rag doll.
Okay. Last night, it became so clear. I realized.
Here, watch this. Last night, Paul, it became so clear.
Okay. Last night, it became so clear. I realized you need more time. Eventually, you'll get used to the idea of being here. Paul, do you know about the early days at the Kimberly Diamond Mine? Do you know what they used to do to the natives who stole diamonds? Oh, don't worry. No, they didn't kill them. That would be like junking a Mercedes just because it had a broken string. No. They needed to make sure that they could go on working, but they had to make sure that they couldn't ever get away. Relax,
Let's
Paul.
figure something. Let's do something.
He's so stiff.
One thing a girlfriend I did that I hated was when my legs were like across the thing, she used to go, you know what? Ah! Oh, it hurts, does it? You know, like you like don't actually
Okay.
hurt, you know.
Okay.
I can take it.
Okay. I got you.
Like these
so
things.
I'm kind of right.
Like I have 20-foot ceilings in my loft, and my cats jump right on my chest. Oh.
Okay, that's funny. Okay.
So you know, I want you to be either my ex-girlfriend or my cats.
Okay. Or a little bit of both. Okay. Last night,
Sorry.
it became so clear. I realized you just need more time. Eventually, you'll come to accept the idea of being here. Oh, Paul, do you know about the early days at the Kimberly Diamond Mine? Do you know what they did to the native workers who stole diamonds? Paul, don't worry. No, they didn't kill them. That would be like junking a Mercedes.
Paul, let me tell you something, Paul. Do you know what they did with the Kimberly Diamond Mines? They
Okay. He isn't a big bad, but okay.
No, but for the sake of it, make believe
I
it's a twin,
Okie doke.
like we had when we were 4.
Okay.
Well, I had when I was 4. You had a king size, I don't know.
Last night, it became so clear.
But you have to think about how the camera, you know.
Well, that's why I don't know if I should sit there, wait and turn my back. The cameras are sort of all around, but okay.
You keep going.
Last night, it became so clear. I realized you just need more time. Eventually, you'll accept the idea of being here. Paul, do you know about the Kimberly Diamond Mines? Do you know what they used to do to the workers who stole diamonds? Oh no, don't worry, they didn't kill them. Ha! That would be like junking a Mercedes just because it had a broken spring. No. In fact, they needed to make sure the workers could keep on going. But they needed to make sure that they could never, ever run away. The operation, it was called hobbling.
Annie, whatever you're thinking about, please don't do it.
Now don't fuss, my little Paul.
Why would I run away? I'm a writer. It's all that I am. I've been doing my best work.
Maybe give him a kiss
Even
before you
you-
do that.
Even you said I've been doing my best work, didn't you? Didn't you? Why would I run away from the place where I'm doing my best work?
Don't
Doesn't
fuss
make
now.
sense.
Don't fuss now, darling. It's all for the best.
Annie, for God's sake, please.
Oh, good. Okay, we're almost done. Shh. Hey, just one more. Whack. God, I love you.
Let's take that whacking again. One thing when people are shot on camera, when you're shot in real life, it hurts for a little while, doesn't it? You whacked one thing. When we whack the other one, it does hurt. The other side of it hurts. So you want to give the whack.
Right.
But what happens is when you whack the other one, it should then again also still.
Right.
You got to come in with that other. Ah! You know what I mean? It's not just like one-sided.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
You know what I
think
mean?
Like I was going into shock afterwards. But
Okay.
I hear what you're saying.
Okay. So you've already been hit on this thing. So let's go in for the other one.
Almost done. Just one more. Oh. God, I love you. God, I love you. Mwah. That's my boy. That's my boy.
All right. Let's take that love. We played with the I love you.
Okay.
Just like you never really love him. You like.
She loves him.
But
She's obsessed with him.
love is just a word. It's an excuse we make up for something we don't have. That's what she has. She's not in love. There's love like you actually do love the person, which is beyond words. There's that kind of love. But then there's love out of necessity. I think that's her love,
Okay.
which is psychologically imbalanced love. Like the girl with the mustache.
That loves you.
No. But then I love you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
She just happened to be, there was one time this girl, she wrote dinosaur erotica. You ever heard of that? That's true. There's dinosaur erotica, and she was possessed by writers that write dinosaur erotica. You're not possessed. You're not infatuated with him. You're infatuated with what he writes. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So it's not like love.
Right.
Like, here. Come behind me and hold me like this.
Hold you like.
Yeah. Titanic. It's not that.
Gotcha.
It's not that kind of love. It's
Right.
not a real love.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's you can love a rock, you can love a
Right.
dog, you can love a cat. My cat loves me.